Hello students, today we are going to learn mode and the methods to calculate mode. Now first of all, what is mode? Mode is actually derived from the word la le mode, which is a French word which means fashionable. So it is about being modern. Now what is being modern? Being modern means something which is being used by most of the people. Fashionable, fashion, that becomes fashion. So from there this term has been picked up. Now here mode means the most frequent number. So the sense is same, but here in statistics we will learn how do we calculate. So mode in case of individual series, mode in case of discrete series, and mode in case of continuous series, that we are going to discuss in this lecture. Now first of all, let's consider the case of individual series. If I say in case of individual series, if I have these values, if these are the values 4 3 4 4 5 6 7 7 9, we can observe, suppose we have one more value, that is 7. The most frequent number by observation method, we can say that 7 is mode, because this is the most frequent number, the number which is having the highest frequency. Now suppose we have one more 4. Now in that case there are two numbers which are having equal frequency, so we will be having two mode, 4 and 7. This particular case is known as bimodal case. So this series is bimodal. If the 4 is having 4 frequency, 7 is also having 4 frequency. Suppose if there is no number which is having the frequency, higher frequency, all the numbers are having equal or are repeating just once, in that case we will say that there is no mode. So that happens in case of the individual series. Now how do we calculate mode in case of the discrete series? We will just look at the frequency, and whatever is the highest frequency, that will be x value corresponding to frequency will be your mode. Now that is also the observation method. Now there is one typical problem in case of the discrete series, and there we are required to make use of the grouping method. Now what is that typical problem? Suppose this is the data of height and this is being given. So this is the data of height of the students and these are the frequencies being given. Now if I use the observation method, then I may say that 24 is the highest frequency and corresponding value is 63. So is it our mode? No, because there is one more rule of mode, that most of the values, most of the observations must be located around mode. Now if you observe carefully, most of the observations are not concentrated around 63. If you look at 22 and 5, those are, you can say, the preceding frequency and succeeding frequency. But if you look at the 22 which corresponds to 62, then the preceding one is 20 and succeeding one is 24. So the data or the observations are seems highly concentrated here. Now can we conclude on the basis of just observation? No. We are going to make use of the one more method which is known as grouping method. Now in case of grouping method, we are supposed to make groups of 2 and then we are supposed to make groups of 3, and these groups are to be of frequency only. So let's understand the process. this will be treated as the first column. This is the first column, then this will be labeled as the second column, third one, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Now let's understand the process, what we are going to do. This is our first column of frequency. Now in the second column, we are going to make groups of 2 and the sum total of 2 frequencies will be written here. For example, it will be 10. The next group will be 6 and 9, 15. Next one, 42. Next one, 29. And next one, 4. Now see, if there had been one more frequency, we will ignore that because we are supposed to make groups of 2. Now at the next process, the third column, we will ignore the very first frequency and again we will regroup in the 2. So I'm just telling you here, group of 2, group of 2, group of 2 and so on. So I will ignore 3 and I will consider 7 and 6, 13, 9 and 29, 20, 29, 22 and 24, 46, 5 and 3, 8. And this will be ignored. This is single value, okay. Now we are done with the groups of 2. Now we are going to make groups of 3. In the fourth column, we will write sum total of first 3, next 3 and then sum total of these 3. That will be done in column 4. Now in the column 5th, you will leave the first item and again regroup the frequencies in the group of 3. And in the 6th column, you will ignore the first 2 frequencies and again for the third time you will regroup in the groups of 3 and 2 values will be ignored. So just do the sum total. So I have done the sum total. In the fourth column, I have taken sum total of first 3, then 9, 20 and 22, this one, then 24, 5 and 3, this one, and the single value will be ignored. Okay, in column 5, leave the first one and regroup it. These values, and 5, 3, 1 will lead to 9. I hope you are able to understand these 6 columns. Now, what will be the next step? Next step is, after having these groupings, you are supposed to locate the highest frequency in each column. For example, this is the highest frequency in the first column. In the second column, 42 is highest. Then the next one, 46 is highest. 51 is highest. I'm going to encircle 66 and 51. After this, we are going to make use of the analysis table. Now what will be that analysis table? In the analysis table, here I will write the column numbers. I have the 6 columns and here I will write the height. Those are the, you can say, the x values. 56, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 66 and 68. Now this analysis table is nothing but a kind of tally table. For example, in the first column, what is the highest frequency? That is 24. And the corresponding observation is 63. So I will write one tally here, 63. So you can make the rows to make things clearer. Just a minute. Okay, I'm going to make the rows. So I have given tally to the 63. Now in second column, as I can observe, 42 is the highest, and this is a sum total of 20 and 22. And to what values of x this corresponds? This corresponds to 61 and 62. So I will mark one tally 62 and 61. Same way I will assign the tallies to each corresponding value. So for 46 I will locate that what makes 46, 22 and 24. So I will mark tally to 62 and 63. Same way in case of the fourth column, 51 is the highest frequency and 51 is a total of 9, 20 and 22, and the corresponding values are 60, 61 and 62. So just complete this. After completing this, when I will consider the total, okay, this way, then 60 is having 1 tally, 61 is having 3, 62 is having 5, and 63 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 64 is having 1 tally. So which one value which is having the highest tally? 62. So my answer will be that mod is 62, and the whole process is known as grouping method. I hope you are able to understand this method. Now the third is the case of the continuous series. What happens in case of continuous series? We are just going to have a look at the formula. Now in case of the continuous series, there are two conditions which must get satisfied before the calculations. First one is there must be the continuous classes. So if the classes are not continuous, you are supposed to make the class boundaries continuous. The second is that the class interval must be equal. So that means h shall be constant. So if that is not constant, you are supposed to make that constant, or that shall remain same. For example, if I say the frequencies are 0 to 10, 10 to 30, then 10 to 30 must get divided into two parts in such a way that the corresponding frequencies are getting equally distributed. Okay, we will do that with the help of practical example. Now what will be the formula? First step will be that you will locate the class which is having highest frequency, that is known as the mode class. Now after locating the mode class, you will apply this formula. Mode is equal to lower limit of the mode class plus delta 1 upon delta 1 plus delta 2 into h. Now what is this delta? Delta is f1 minus f0. f1 is the, you can say, the frequency of the mode class. f0 is the frequency of the preceding class. Now in case of delta 2, you are supposed to calculate f1 minus f2. Now what is this f2? f1 we have understood, that is frequency of the corresponding you can say mode class, and f2 will be the frequency of the succeeding class. So you can also say that post mode class and pre mode class. So f0 will correspond to pre mode class, f2 will be post mode class. So h will be the height, and we have understood that L is the lower limit. So we will apply this formula and we shall be able to calculate the value of mode.